Firstly, hello everyone, and thanks for the warm welcome, and thank you so much for Petronas for having me out here. I think the weekend was still a really good result. We had a 1-2, so but no, it's been an incredible year, and I think it's really important for us as a team, for Toto and I, to come out here and celebrate with Petronas and the people here in Malaysia, because it's unheard of really to have the 2 seasons that we've had. The performance, the results that we've achieved together is just amazing, and I feel very, very proud and privileged to be a part of that. I've been racing for 22 years, 2/3 of my life, and my goal was always to get to Formula 1, to be a world champion. And when I had my first, I was super grateful that I just had that one. When I joined this team, after knowing that Petronas has been involved in this team for many, many years already, so much groundwork and effort that's gone in, to finally be now then a part of the team and have the success we've had, it's been an amazing journey together. It's my 3rd year, and our engine is the heart of the car. Without the engine, we're not going anywhere. But the fluids, the blood that's flowing through that engine will provide from Petronas. So it plays such a key and crucial role in our success. So that's why we're here today.
Tell us, why was it important for you to come straight to Malaysia?
Well, kind of a little bit like I was just saying, it's just has been such an amazing year. Last year I think even took us by surprise. We exceeded all of our own expectations. I think Petronas pushed the boundaries way above and beyond their expectations. But it's down to a huge core group of people who come together and work in synergy with a team back in Brackley and Brixworth. And last year I finished the season and I'm thinking this year we hope that we can do something as good. But we've gone again, we've pushed the boundaries again, we've gone even further. And to create that winning formula, this year we've had the best reliability, the most unbelievable performance from our engine, and that's solely a huge part of that is down to our fuel and our lubricants that we have in the car. And I'm obviously a technical performance consultant, so I'm working closely with the guys. We have 2 guys at the laboratory, have our own laboratory at the racetrack, and we work closely with them to create this formula. And so yeah, I wanted to fly out here. And firstly, I love it here. It's got good food. These are my favorite 2 buildings in the whole world. So any opportunity for me to come out here and celebrate, that's a good.
Between the team and Petronas.
First of all, like we said, thank you for having us. And although Rizan mentioned we were flying out directly from Abu Dhabi, and we felt a little bit of exhaustion after the end of the season. We traveled from race to race, yet on another plane. And then at this moment flying out to Kuala Lumpur, I didn't feel that exhaustion. It is such a nice place to come back. It almost feels like coming back home. And bringing the trophy to Kuala Lumpur is just so important for us, because it is not another marketing story we are trying to tell around the sponsorship. It is the reality. Since the relationship started with Petronas, and especially since the new rules kicked in with the new engines, we have been working so closely with the engineers at Petronas, and the fluids in the car, the fuels and the oils are just such a great part of our success. And we keep pushing the boundaries from race to race and from season to season. I see those familiar faces, Adrian and Chan, who have been with us and trying to support us. And this is why we just wanted to come back from Abu Dhabi straight to KL, just to say thank you.
I think it's wow. I never thought I'd be sitting here as the world champion, having won multiple races. I as a kid always dreamed of winning or getting to Formula 1 and winning. So it's every race is, as I said, I've been racing 22 years, but every race is different. Every feeling I have at Sunday is a different feeling, and each one I hold dear to my heart. I think this year, You know, there have been races where we started at the front, where we led from beginning to end, and there have been races where we've been further back. I think probably the most exciting one for me for sure has to be Austin, because obviously we won the championship there, but the way the race unfolded, it was, you know, wet conditions are so hard to stay on point, not make mistakes. And you know, on one side you want to make sure you bring the car home and get the points for the team, on the other side you want to win the race. And to keep that balance and that focus through the race without mistakes is one of the most exciting challenges. You know, I was first, second, and then I was fourth, fifth, and then I got back to the front. So to win the championship with a win, for me, definitely was the highlight of the year.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, it's really probably the same in the majority of sports where you're at the top and there's such fierce competition, you know. With Serena Williams, she's fighting for the world title. I'm sure that whoever she's competing against is not her best friend. But, you know, in Formula 1 we are a teammate because our priority is to win the Constructors' Championship with the team. So we work collectively. You know, if he's winning the race, I need to back him up with the second and vice versa. And what we do together in terms of pushing the car and the team forward, and hopefully inspiring and empowering the team to keep pushing, motivating the guys. That's our goal. Of course, we've been racing together for a long time since we were 13. Had great moments back then, and we've had great moments now. But for the rest of our Formula 1 career, we're always going to be fierce competitive, and on track, we're fierce competitive, and outside, we're good. Yes, so we had 3 races afterwards. I mean, Nico was on pole in Austin, he was on pole in Japan. He's done an amazing job within the season. It's been close between us, very close. Some qualifiers, sometimes it's just more gap. And then also in the race, it's been generally pretty close. So, he's done a good job. I think it's easy to kind of focus on now and get past how long the season's been. Was it 9 minutes? But it doesn't matter how many wins we had. I think I had 9 or 10 wins this year, so I had a pretty amazing year as it was. And definitely in the end, we've made some changes in the car, which really feel spectacular from my side, but I'll push to make sure that we're rectified next year.
I believe Abu Dhabi will be your 44th win if you would have secured it.
Sorry?
No, I believe Abu Dhabi would have been your 44th win, something like that.
Well, my next one is my
But you would have thought, you would have hoped for a win Abu Dhabi.
Well, I hope we're winning every race we can. So more than not, I've won them. But yeah, nothing more. It's motorism. I'm not really having it anyway. 3-time world champion, so I'm enjoying it. I haven't really partied that much. People are over exaggerating a lot of that. Am I enjoying the experience? Hell yeah. It came a long way. A lot we've done a lot and come a long way to be able to enjoy the moment. I remember my first championship, I didn't enjoy it. It happened and it disappeared in a blink of an eye, and I didn't get to enjoy it. So for sure, since I won the championship, I've been enjoying the moment because before you know it, my career will be over. And I want to be able to look back and say, I enjoyed every single moment. You've got to enjoy what you work hard for. Well, it affects us all. At the moment, the rules don't really change much for next year, but what is the biggest challenge is over the period of time, the guys are working all throughout Christmas and New Year's, and it's the development of the new car to make sure that we come back next year with even more power, with even more consistency, with even more reliability. So the pressure is on the guys that are at the 2 factories, the pressure is on Petronas to do pretty much what they've done this year, again, to raise the limits, the boundaries. And it's very hard to do when you've already achieved more than anyone else has ever achieved. So it's kind of unthinkable to think that we can go any further. But we've got to have that mindset to keep pushing. And me personally, this has been the best season of my year really of my life in terms of performance. So how do I've got to go away and try to figure out how I'm going to reinvigorate, reshape, well not reshape, but how am I going to improve, how am I going to step up, how am I going to reinvent the way I train, apply myself, my determination, my commitment. That's, but as I said, I've been racing a long time, so it's never been a problem in the past. I mean, I haven't really thought about it, because we only just finished this season, and it's been a long year, so right now I don't want to think about racing anymore. Because, you know, from mid-December until 2 days ago, that's all you ever think about. You know, so now I'm thinking about enjoying it, you know, I'm going to be in the factory already this week. We still have PR appearances and work to do and to celebrate with other partners as well. And then I'm going to start training fairly soon already. I think maybe earlier than last year, because I finished the season. I hit my target sooner than ever before. So I've had a bit of time to now let my body recuperate a little bit and then get back into it. 2016, the car should be an evolution of this year's car, and work closely with the engineers to make sure we're on top of it again. We want to do 3 years in a row, which is 3. Has that been done? Not like us.
No, we forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe I can help out here. There are many winning formulas within the Petronas winning formula, because all the fluids in the car, and it is not just the fuels or the oils, are a key part of development every year. And especially if you look at the targets for next year, we believe that we could be having fierce competitions from the red ones. And the targets we have set on the aero development, on the engine development, and on the fuels and oils is again another considerable step up. So there is a very ambitious target we want to achieve, and we believe that is a necessary target in order to have another goal of the World Championship. So in all those areas, we are working very closely with each other.
I never look at the competition with, anything negative, and I think to myself that these guys are going to keep pushing every race we can. These guys are doing everything in their ability to catch us, to finish ahead of me. It's do or die out there, it's real tough. And I assume that's the same in this is why everyone has to pull together and do such a good job. But no, it's all down to, it's crazy to think that we qualify within half a tenth of each other sometimes. You can't even react in that time. You can't even, if you get a stopwatch and try to react, press it again, you can't even react in that kind of period of time. So, no, I think for me it's always just focusing on myself and just trying to beat myself. Because I feel like if I go out and I perfect it, or not perfect, because you never perfect things, but do a good lap. Next time you've got to go out, you've got to compete against yourself, and push yourself further each time. And that's really what I'm trying to focus on doing. And in doing that, it's what helped me kind of achieve what I have. And in terms of, I don't really have anything, I want. I have everything I want, and I have a dream of having a car like this. Looking forward to going shopping for my family. I probably enjoyed that mostly at Christmas because I've got all these young cousins. So getting to buy them cool gifts and seeing them open that. My sister's got 2 kids, so seeing those 2, one was lady, so she went on anyway. And my dogs, I get presents for my dogs. So that's really, I'm in a position, I think when I was younger, it was always, wishing what you're going to get, and now it's seeing other people happy. I'm in a good position to be able to see, to provide for my family, and that's probably the most satisfying feeling.
What's the going to give you?
This is what it's totally.
What I'm going to give you.
I like to watch that.
Yeah, we will be talking about that.
No, best present Toto can give you is a car to win the championship this year. So all the hard work that Toto puts in, alongside whatever you can hear and Petronas, that's the best gift you can give him. It's just everything you've got. That's all we give him everything that. Good question. So my favorite F1 tracks, Monaco is always probably the driver's favorite in terms of doing a single lap, because it's can't imagine to go through the streets of Monaco so fast. There's no room for error. If you make a mistake, you're in the wall. It's not like there's a run area. It's not really any run areas. So the exhilaration you feel around there is so far beyond your imagination. Suzuka is probably my real favorite of a real racetrack, because it still remains kind of untouched. There's a lot of the new circuits nowadays that have all these big run-up areas, and if you go wide, you can come back on. So at Suzuka, there's a white line and there's grass most of the time, and there's a real short distance between barriers. So you have to be even more precise. So and that's why Eau Rouge, it's been there for years, and it's the longest, fastest track that we have for years. So those are my three favorites.